Is that okay for you?
Yeah, so that sounded great.
My name is Frank Duggan, and I was Cha in the infamous Cha and Miah.
I have population in that pool and given up drinking. Oh, why is that? They don't like the baths.
At a meeting way back in 1969, I met Michael Twomey, and that was the first time that our paths crossed. And he was thinking of putting on a show in the Opera House. It took a bit of time, obviously, to organise it, but he came up with the title Summer Revels, and it was his show entirely, from top to bottom. He wrote the material for the sketches, he chose the singers, he chose the choruses, he chose everything. And it stood the test of time because it ran for 21 consecutive years.
Hey, Doctor! Is this Trevor's saloon?
This is Trevor's hairdressing salon, if you please.
All right, keep your hair on. There's an appointment made for me here by my girlfriend, that's me.
And what's the name?
Hussey. And the one and only Clanger. Hussey.
Hussey.
That's it.
Right, I have it here. Clanger. I knew the name rang a bell.
You know, listen. I didn't want to come in here at all, you know. But the girlfriend, that's me. You know what she said? Don't believe this, no. Don't believe it. She said that this hairstyle is going out of fashion, right? And that I need something more, right, you know? And anyway, she said, the spikes sticks in our face when we're the hose up there, you know what I mean?
My name is Deirdre White. I was a member of the Montfort Singers for over 40 years, and during that time we did 21 years of Summer Revels when it was in its heyday. For the most part, Summer Revels became our lives, for the whole summer, because we rehearsed for months on end, and then we had a show that went on every single night of the week for the 7 nights for maybe 6 weeks in a row. And so by the time October came, we were all like almost devastated, looking for something to do, because it had become our lives for the entire summer. It was our social life as well, and we were amateurs, so we weren't available during the day to rehearse. We had to come in the evenings, for our rehearsal period. That was all done in the evenings after our day's work. But it was our social life. It was where all our friends were. We socialised during the shows, we socialised after the shows in the evening. Sometimes 11 o'clock at night time we were all heading off over to a Chinese restaurant for something to eat so we could relax. And then there was the thrill of the fun we had, really, listening to the new sketches, getting to grips with the comedy scenes, and it just was our world, I suppose, really, for the entire summer.
As regards Revels, Michael normally came up with all the scripts for the sketches and for our own act, and we obviously had our own rehearsals, but then when coming near to the opening night, we go through the whole show, and we had our own spot usually, I think it was just before the interval. That would last about 15 or 20 minutes. And then we do a shorter spot in the second half. And then we also helped out in the sketches. I remember one night we were doing a seaside sketch. Billa O'Connell was in it, and Paddy Comerford. And as I say, it was a seaside sketch, and we were all in either swimming gear or shorts. So anyway, I went on in my shorts, and Billa was already on the stage. And Billa says, "Look at him. I've seen better legs hanging out of a nest."
bringing the show together at the time was a mammoth task, really, because, as I say, everybody was on an amateur basis. We had a wonderful wardrobe mistress, Sheila Healy, who is now 94. She'll kill me for saying it, but wonderful lady, sharp as a razor, still, still designing costumes in her head. The Montforts always had new outfits. Eileen Nolan, our director, would have invested a lot of money in our new costumes for each year, and sometimes we would have 3 or 4, 5 changes maybe, so there were always some additives. Some costumes were almost recycled, reused, revamped to use again, maybe 2 years after we'd used them originally. There was an awful lot of money spent at the time on the arrangements of our music. That was all arranged professionally by a wonderful man, Michael Casey, a Cork man, but working in Dublin, and he just arranged all our music for us. He did everything in 4-part harmony. He arranged all the orchestra pieces, and it was just done on such a professional basis that it was, for an amateur company like the Montforts were, the whole production really was very professional for its day and for its time.
I tell your friends to come in. We'd be delighted to see them any night. To all of you, thanks again. Stay home. God bless you. Good night.